What is going on, YouTube? Back with the Prez. Monday, start of a new week of training. I wanted to train 5 days this week, but the way my schedule panned out, I'm only gonna be able to hit again probably 3 full body routines. Today will be the most intense, meaning the loads will be the heaviest. We'll be taking the sets as close to failure as possible today for the most part, right? Now, like I said, it's gonna be the most intense, so the volume will be relatively lower. We're gonna be hitting everything in that 5 to probably no more than 12 repetitions. I got 80 pounds of me only today, so not even that heavy weight, but I got the 50 pound and 30 pound kettlebells, so we're using that throughout the routines. Full body gonna be today, guys. Mostly all body weight training, except for when we get the weighted leg workouts, weighted pulls, weighted dips. All calisthenic work today, guys. No machines, nothing like that. Day 1 of the routine, guys. Let's start it off. Let's go. All right, guys. So starting the routine off with some body weight freestanding handstand press-ups. Now what you're gonna see here, guys, is that I do multiple sets and multiple attempts before I actually start getting the repetitions in. And I've always talked about this when it comes to skill work, right? You can't just do 3 sets of skill work, right? It's not gonna send the adaptation to the nervous system, to the brain, to understand the movement, right? You're gonna see these first few sets, they're very shaky. I'm missing the reps. I'm blocking one out. I'm not catching the 2 reps in a row, right? I go down. I'm, just collapsing into that negative. Not because I'm not trying to, just because that's how long it was taking my body to fire up and really, really get the movement pattern down packed, right? So when doing skill movements, take long breaks between each attempt and each set, and do multiple sets, right? Because when you're training a skill, the volume's not gonna be that high, right? The whole time in the beginning is not gonna be that high. So you gotta send that signal to the brain over and over by doing multiple sets. I only filmed these first 5 sets here, but I ended up doing 8 total sets of handstand attempts. And that was my 3rd set right there. That's when I just started to click. I think I caught 2 or 3 in a row right there. And now as my nervous system's warming up and everything's firing better and better, I'm getting better at the movement pattern. I'm dialing it in. Now the sets are coming together. Right here, you're gonna see again, I string together 2 here. This is the 4th set, going for the 3rd. But you can see, dropping down nice and controlled. But also, fatigue is gonna build up. These attempts, they're stressful. They put a lot of stress on the shoulders, especially I go into the 90-degree hold first. That places a ton of extra stress on the shoulders. So this is the 5th set. I didn't film all 8 sets. I don't want the video to get too long. We have a full upper body routine to go, guys. But this is just to dial in and explain the importance of doing multiple sets when doing a strength skill-based movement, guys. Don't just do 1, 2, 3 sets. Do 6 to 10. All right, guys. After the handstand sets, we moved on to our main pull exercise. Like I said, I brought out 80 pounds. I had the 50 and the 30-pound kettlebell. For the last 4 or 5 weeks now, I've been progressively overloading weighted pull-ups week by week. I started with 45 pounds for sets of 8, then hit 45 pounds for sets of 10. Then I went to 50 pounds for sets of 6. Now I'm on 50 pounds for 3 sets of 8. Each week I've been progressively overloading, adding volume, adding load. Once I hit the 3 sets of 10 with this 50, which will be on the menu for next week's main pull session or main pull strength work, we'll hopefully close out the 50 for 3 sets of 10. Then do a nice steady jump, 55 pounds, restart again, 3 sets of 6. So main pull movement, 50-pound weighted pulls, 3 sets of 8 reps. Closing them out here is the 3rd set. You can see on this last rep right here, holding chin over the bar, just to ensure I got it for sure. All right, guys, moving back to another push movement. Now we're training chest, our main chest exercise. This is a very minimalist style, full body calisthenic routine, but the intensity is high. The loads are moderate to high for myself, right? This may be very heavyweight for some other people. This may be very lightweight for some people. But for me, it's perfect load right now for me to fall again in that 8 to 12 rep range on all 3 sets of these weighted dips. I have 80 pounds strapped on, the 50 and the 30. I'm taking a strict 3-minute break between each set. Not too long, not too short. I don't want fatigue to build up. I want to make sure I'm hitting a smooth 8. And each set, I made sure none of these sets were taken to failure. I had 2 reps in reserve every single one of these sets right here. With the weighted dips, week to week, I've just been moderating them. Last week they were heavier. I was doing 100 pounds for 6s. So today 80 for 3 sets of 8. Next week we'll hit another load. All right, and now we're moving on to legs. Bulgarian split squats. I've been training legs 3 times a week lately, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every time I've been hitting every time I've been doing a full body routine, we've been doing some heavy leg training. So week to week, I've been hitting a PR on back squats, and I've really been contributing them to consistently hitting PRs on Bulgarian split squats the session before. These single leg unilateral movements are really gonna build strong legs, and they're gonna translate over to all your bilateral leg exercises. You get really strong in these unstable movements, these split squat variation movements. It's gonna give you really strong legs for your bilateral back squats. I did 3 sets of 8 here with the 80 pounds. I only filmed the first set because I don't want to film 3 double limb sets right now to make the video too long. We got one more burnout routine that I hit after this. Stay tuned. This is gonna be some sick shit right here, guys. Come check it out. Good. All right, guys, and finishing off with a nice bar complex to burn out. This is done after all the weighted sets, so body under fatigue. Again, we're gonna hit the entire upper here. Shoulders are gonna get lit up, back, chest, everything. It's 5 muscle ups, 20 straight bar dips, 10 pull-ups, all unbroken. Just one set here, guys. Really pump up the upper body, flood the rest with blood, and again, do it while you're under fatigue to make sure when you're fresh, it's easy. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this routine. Again, I'll be hopefully dropping another 2 videos this week, so at least 3 videos week to week lately, guys, for you guys to follow these routines. Get stronger with me. I'll see you in the next one.
No sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.